The Myers-Briggs personality test is one of the most popular and well-known personality tests in the world. It divides people into 16 distinct types, ranging from the absolute rarest, the INFJ, representing a mere 1.5% of the population, to the most common, the ISFJ, which makes up about 14% of us. Today on Charisma, we're going to help you figure out what your Myers-Briggs personality type is. But before we dive into the 16 individual types, let's take a look at how the test categorizes people according to 4 fundamental dimensions. Understanding these building blocks will make your results much clearer. Dimension 1, introversion versus extroversion, or I versus E. This first dimension refers to how people derive and recharge their mental energy. Introverts get their energy from quiet reflection and being alone, whereas extroverts become energized by their external environment, which usually means being around other people and engaging in social activities. Dimension 2, intuition versus sensing, or N versus S. This component looks at how people naturally process information and view the world around them. Those who lean toward intuition are imaginative. They focus on future possibilities, deep patterns, and abstract concepts. On the other hand, those who lean toward sensing pay close attention to physical reality, relying on concrete logic, hard facts, and immediate practicality. Dimension 3, thinking versus feeling, or Th versus F. This third component looks at how people make decisions when faced with a choice. Those with a thinking dimension make decisions primarily with their head, using objective logic and consistency. Those with a feeling dimension make decisions with their heart, prioritizing personal values, relationships, and the emotional impact on others. Dimension 4, judging versus perceiving, or J versus P. This final dimension looks at how you organize your life and how others perceive your daily structure. Do you come across as highly organized, detail-oriented, and structured? If so, you likely have a judging quality. If people see you as being highly spontaneous, adaptable, and flexible in your plans, you are categorized as perceiving. Now that you have a clear overview of these 4 dimensions, let's dive directly into the 16 unique types.
Number 1, ENTJ, the commander. If you love nothing more than the sweet feeling of raw accomplishment, you may be an ENTJ. This personality type excels at creating a grand vision and then relentlessly executing that vision to the very end. Because of this, ENTJs are often known for their unique ability to achieve absolutely anything they set their minds to. As indicated by their commander nickname, ENTJs also make outstanding natural leaders because of their innate charisma, strategic thinking, and effortless authority. Number 2, ISTJ, the inspector. Some of the most successful leaders and innovators throughout history have been ISTJs, including the likes of Warren Buffett, J.D. Rockefeller, and Queen Elizabeth II. This is because ISTJs are widely known for being methodical, thorough, and highly dependable. If you're an ISTJ, you will work to achieve your goals no matter what obstacles get in your way, relying on calm, steady, and logical progress. You also possess a deep respect for tradition, rules, and law and order, which you bring to both your professional career and your personal relationships. Number 3, ENTP, the debater. Do you have a secret or perhaps not so secret rebellious streak? Do you genuinely love engaging with others through lively discussion and mental sparring? If this sounds like you, it's a strong sign you might be an ENTP. If you're an ENTP, you likely have an opinion about just about everything and are not afraid to voice it. In fact, you love nothing more than a great intellectual debate, even if your opinion happens to be the odd one out. Being a natural rebel, you aren't afraid to challenge the status quo, and you're even less afraid to argue your reasoning as to why things need to change. Number 4, ISTP, the crafter. Are you someone who values learning through practical, hands-on experience? If so, you might be an ISTP. This type often ends up in career paths that allow them to utilize their exceptional problem-solving abilities, such as engineering, chemistry, coding, or construction.
But your desire for hands-on experience doesn't only apply to the workplace. You also like to experience the physical world directly in your free time. Because of this, ISTPs are often drawn to thrill-seeking and outdoor adventures like skydiving, bungee jumping, surfing, or any other activity that gets the adrenaline pumping. Number 5. ESTP, the Persuader. Are you highly outgoing, logical, and a remarkably quick decision maker? If so, you might be an ESTP. Because you are naturally action-oriented and highly sociable, you are likely to thrive in fast-paced professions like sales or entrepreneurship, where you can make use of your gregariousness and ability to think on your feet. You don't waste time overanalyzing situations, nor do you make choices based on fleeting emotions. This allows you to be an incredibly efficient problem solver who genuinely enjoys putting out fires under pressure.
Number 6. ISFJ, the Protector. If you are known as the person who always stands up for and takes care of the people you love, you might be an ISFJ, otherwise known as the Protector or Defender. If someone in your circle is hurting, you will instinctively jump in to help them, often sacrificing your own personal needs to ensure they are safe and comfortable. Because of this, ISFJs are widely recognized as some of the most selfless people on Earth. But you don't do this for a pat on the back or public praise. Caring for others simply brings you genuine, quiet satisfaction. Number 7. INTJ, the Architect. Otherwise known as the Mastermind, INTJs are incredibly logical and strategic in the way they approach the world. If you're an INTJ, you hold exceptionally high expectations, not only for yourself, but also for everyone around you. Simply good enough never cuts it. You demand absolute excellence. While this drive can sometimes be taken to an extreme and lead to perfectionism, most of the time it means INTJs find massive success in whatever area they pursue. In fact, INTJs consistently rank as some of the highest earners out of all the Myers-Briggs personality types. Number 8. ESTJ, the Director. What did George Washington, Judge Judy, Michelle Obama, and Margaret Thatcher all have in common? They are all classic ESTJ personality types. As you can see from this list, this personality type, also known as the Director, makes for phenomenal leaders. This is due to their innate ability to get things done quickly, organize chaotic situations, and manage people with clear, structured expectations. If a friend or coworker has ever joked that you should run for public office, it's a major sign that you might be an ESTJ. Number 9. INFP, the Mediator. Do you find yourself spending a large portion of your day daydreaming, coming up with inventive inner worlds and writing stories in your head? If so, you might be an INFP. Incredibly imaginative, INFPs possess rich, vibrant inner lives that they guard closely. You only need to look at famous INFPs like J.K. Rowling or William Shakespeare to understand just how deep and colorful an INFP's mind can be. However, your creativity is not a tool used to escape from reality. Instead, it is driven by a deep need for a higher calling, which you express to the world through your creative endeavors. Number 10. ISFP, the Artist. Much like INFPs, ISFPs are highly creative and possess wonderful imaginations. Where they differ, however, is in their sensing dimension. This means that ISFPs are deeply focused on the present, whereas INFPs are more focused on future possibilities. Because of this, if you're an ISFP, you prefer to extract maximum value and beauty from the present moment. You might, for instance, prefer to spend your extra money on a memorable, immediate experience, like a live concert or an art gallery opening, rather than saving it all for a distant future. To you, life is meant to be felt and enjoyed right now.
Number 11. ENFP, the Champion. While they are certainly capable of accomplishing massive goals, ENFPs are nicknamed the Champion for their unique ability to help others realize their dreams. Frequently working as motivational speakers, life coaches, therapists, or teachers, ENFP personalities find their ultimate purpose in watching the people around them succeed. If you're an ENFP, you are naturally gifted at this because you possess an organic, infectious energy that inspires and motivates others without ever making it feel like you are trying too hard. Number 12. INTP, the Thinker. Adept and highly objective problem solvers, INTPs try to organize and make sense of the universe through their dominant logical side. If you're an INTP, you likely prefer plenty of time to yourself where you can be left alone with your thoughts and theories. You view problems as puzzles that are best solved with cold, hard logic rather than subjective emotion. Because of this, INTPs often excel in technical positions that require deep analytical skills, such as advanced physics, computer science, or engineering. Number 13, ESFJ, the caregiver. Are you always trying to figure out how to bring more harmony to your social or professional environment? Are you the go-to person for resolving conflicts and getting stubborn people to work together? If so, you may be an ESFJ. The reason you are so incredibly good at fostering peace, whether in a tense business meeting or an awkward family dinner, is your hyper-awareness of others' feelings. You quickly notice how people are feeling and how their emotions are affecting the group, allowing you to gracefully step in and ensure everyone's social needs are being met. Number 15, ESFP, the performer. Do you naturally thrive when you are in the spotlight? Are you known as the friend who always has the absolute best stories and knows exactly how to tell them? If so, you might be an ESFP. This type is nicknamed the performer for a reason, as they are naturally drawn to expressive fields like acting, music, and public entertainment. However, despite their love for being the center of attention, ESFPs are far from self-centered. In fact, they are known for being incredibly warm, observant, and highly sensitive to the emotional states of those around them.
Number 15, INFJ, the advocate. As one of the rarest personality types in existence, INFJs are famous for harboring seemingly contradictory personality traits. They are deeply logical, yet highly emotional, incredibly imaginative, yet analytical, and despite their inner perfectionist nature, they can appear remarkably laid back on the outside. What remains consistent, however, is their powerful lifelong desire to better the human race. Famous INFJs like Mahatma Gandhi, Jane Goodall, and Eleanor Roosevelt were all tireless advocates for human dignity. If you were drawn to careers like social work, counseling, or medicine because they allow you to heal the world, you might just be an INFJ. Number 16, ENFJ, the giver. The extroverted counterpart to the rare INFJ is the ENFJ, often called the giver. The ENFJ differs from the INFJ primarily in their extroverted dimension, meaning they actively crave and draw energy from being around others rather than spending time alone. However, their core similarities lie in their deeply caring nature and their burning desire to make the world a better place. If you're an ENFJ, you are likely an incredibly attentive and charismatic leader whose genuine passion for progress naturally inspires everyone in your presence to take action.